These are the audience members for my speech. According to healthresearchfunding.org, in Washington state, about 240 people chose physician-assisted suicide from 2009 to 2012. Physician-assisted suicide, otherwise known as PAS, is becoming more prevalent because more people are being diagnosed with terminal illnesses and want to die with dignity when they are ready. I'm qualified to speak about this topic because I've researched PAS from many credible sources. First, I'll talk about PAS and why it should be legalized, and then I'll talk about the solution and benefits. Now that you know about PAS, let's move on to the current problems that are caused by it not being legal everywhere. People with terminal illnesses are being denied their right to end their life with dignity. A Gallup poll from USA Today shows that 70% of Americans agree that terminally ill patients should have the right to choose, but there are only 5 states where it's legal. So 82% of the states, it's illegal or prohibited, and another 8 has no ruling. According to medicinenet.com, some people don't agree with PAS are physicians who believe that their job is to heal and not to kill. The argument to that is that the only people eligible for PAS are terminal patients who only have 6 months or less to live, according to CNN.com. According to lifenews.com, in 2014, 68% of PAS deaths were from people with cancer as well as other illnesses. Any patient who is eligible for PAS knows that they only have 6 months or less to live. And a lot of them have probably already been through years of struggle trying to battle their disease. PAS should be a basic human right for people in these horrible circumstances. Now that we know why PAS should be legalized, let's move on to see what we can do to make that happen. People facing terminal illnesses can choose how and when to end the suffering if we can get the laws changed. Laws need to be carefully made to allow PAS to be legal. We need to make sure that PAS is only legal for the people who qualify. According to lifenews.com, there is hesitation from people who think that elderly patients will participate in PAS, pick up their drugs, and go home, and that family members will force them to take the drugs before they're ready to go. A solution to that would be to only allow patients who are still competent and ready to take the life-ending drugs to do so only in a medical office. If people and our elected officials fight for PAS and work out any possible negative aspects, that can be a great step forward. We know how to fix the problem, so let's see the benefits there will be when we make PAS legal for everyone. A basic right would be given to terminally ill patients if PAS became legal. If people disagree with it, they can choose not to participate. But now people with 6 months or less to live can choose to end their life with dignity on their terms. USA Today talks about Charles Selsberman, a man with Lou Gehrig's disease who couldn't eat or speak, but was forced to live as a mind trapped in a body because there was no other legal options for him to end his suffering. Legalizing PAS will help so that no other person has to suffer like Charles did. Now you know the problem, the solution, and the benefits to legalizing PAS, so it's your time to fight for these terminal patients' rights. Physician-assisted suicide is an understandable want for patients who know they have nothing left but suffering in their life. If elected leaders fight for the right for every terminally ill patient, then they will not have to suffer and can choose to die on their own terms. It starts with us. Legalization of PAS will never happen unless we let our leaders know that we want it. You can fight for this by checking out www.deathwithdignity.org. There they have more information about this topic. They also show which states are considering legalizing PAS, so you can check out your own state's view on this law. There are also petitions that you can sign so that you can really make a difference in getting these laws passed. Thank you.
Very good.